The following video is going to be an update from one I posted a while ago. MySpace turned 20 August 1st, 2023. Time flies. I made a video before this happened challenging people to go on MySpace and set up profiles. I'll explain why in a minute. At the time, uploads were temporarily disabled. New post advertising revenues were paused. Users may be able to embed videos from other websites or not. MySpace began 2023, August 1st. Justin Timberlake spent $35 million to buy it in 2011 to try to save it. 2013, data migration from old to new MySpace accidentally trashed as much shit as possible. 2019, all pre-2015 user content was erased, 12 years worth, accidentally. 2019, MySpace MP3 archiving was done from 2008 to 2010 as the Dragon Hoard. 2 years worth of information archived back to 2010. They were able to get it by digging it out by using an algorithm to grab all the files. 2019, TI, Gotham Incorporated, Time Incorporated, and or just Viant may solely own MySpace. Now, we're doing an update today. MySpace in 2025. How many users per month? Suspiciously, people say 6 and then have to put in a correction of 3, and this is consistent in several videos. Versus 115 million monthly users in 2008. So I put up a simple challenge. For those of you who don't know, I had ulterior motives at the time, and I'm more expressing it now, but let's get this over with. Whoever owns MySpace at the time had some contractual requirement where they had to leave it as a social media page with certain requirements. They might have been 2008 requirements, or 2003, but here they are. You have to be able to post something in text mode. Because it was infamous for music, you had to be able to upload an audio file, some format. Doesn't say they have to make it easy. It has to let you upload a video because they offer it, and upload a picture or two or more. So you put up your face, you put up your background, and then suddenly it can't upload or post any images. The bare minimum for contractual requirements is what I was sensing. What are the video requirements that still have up? Now, again, unless they're violating some contractual requirement, what are the video requirements? I'm doing this for a reason. They have a non-competition agreement with some company somewhere, probably a bunch of them, so that they never, ever have a resurgence. However, their contractual requirements for purchasing it would have to leave the possibility of it becoming a powerhouse again. This was one of the most influential websites on the planet at one time. And it was worth $3 million stinking fucking dollars, 30 million, excuse me, in 2011. Less than a decade? Okay, here we go. MySpace video requirements are 24 through 30 frames a second. Just make it 30. Shut up. You can make it the 29 point whatever and see if it works, but they said 30, so do 30. MP4 format with H.264 format, not the other. Or MOV format, and they don't mention what type. The MOV container allows you to put all sorts of things, whatever the most common one is. But if they specify the H.264 standard, do it. Some of you might understand the next part. The resolutions they mention, 640 by 480, 1920 by 1080, and 1280 by 720. It's 480p, 1080p, and 720p if you haven't figured out the ratios. Welcome to my world. I'm sure that it would allow some more content, but I'm sure it would have to process. Some of you have noticed that a lot of my videos I put up are in potato format. It's not quite potato format. When you download a low resolution video from YouTube using one of those websites or an app to grab the video file, or if you use any utility for backing up your website because their backup utility is garbage, the lowest resolution to let you download any video, high or low res, it'll squeeze it down and turn it to shit, but it'll download it, is the video resolution I upload to, or I use lower. Why? Google and YouTube at one time, if you haven't noticed about this, did something we called purge. They went out of their way to heckle people off the website, up to and including me having demonstratable content until they deleted the email account of them saying, maybe YouTube isn't for you. Maybe you need to go find something else to do. It was like a little haiku. Electric Boogaloo. So basically, they were telling me to fuck off. They didn't like my content. Because that meant they were filtering things, that meant that they had a hand in authorship, which meant, legally speaking, they had absolutely no safe harbor if they did that. So they did it as backhanded as possible, but they wanted to censor people off the website. And that's why, it's not me, but it's the reason they have such complicated terms of use and terms of services that include a bizarre array of things that don't have completed sentences to it and bad grammar. A lawyer put it through an AI algorithm, apparently, and had it put out garbage so that it can be misinterpreted any way they want to, so they can kill up your channel. If you're not aware of it, this purging kept happening up until, it seems not too recently, but it was a while ago. I have now, as of today, 1 year on my 2 channels that are left over between fake flaggings of videos that are arbitrary. Before that, they were flagging videos that weren't there. They were flagging videos someone else uploaded. They were flagging videos that consisted of a broken upload and claiming it contained porn. Any excuse possible to get rid of you, heckling you and harassing you. Now, what does MySpace do? If you try to post something, it'll say pending. If you put up a video or just a picture, it'll say pending. I think I mentioned in the video I have linked below, which ends in 1MD0 or O, ambiguous text. If you go look at it, I mentioned at one time doing some. I think I mentioned at one time putting up a picture that was so low bandwidth requirement. I think it was a black and white, non-animated, non-transparent GIF that they sat on it for 2 hours. And I also uploaded the images in the intrinsic format that the website uses. Like on YouTube, it's actually H.264 or 265 MP4 format. That's what Google uses for YouTube. MySpace's video requirements, obviously internally, it's going to be MP4 or it's going to be the MOV format when you rip it down to download your own content. They went out of their way, I'm not kidding, several times over, to shit can people's content and make it to where you couldn't download it and not make it easy to do so. Because they wanted the space to have zero visitors and 0 users so they could say, it's an abandoned site, we can trash it and make it whatever we want to. The longer we keep them from doing it, the more desperate they're going to get. YouTube and Google have been trying to get rid of dead weight, I am dead weight, YouTubers. I don't give them any money. I refuse to let them monetize anything or put ads on anything because they became so pornographically aggressive about it. You experience it. You experience it when you pay your taxes, when you walk down the street. It surrounds us and binds us. And if you don't want a world where literally the dystopia, actually it's already started, but if you want to try to put some brakes on this dystopia, you fight back in the way that will aggravate them to where they either show themselves or they fucking say, we give in, we'll let MySpace actually work again. So anyway, that was in 2023. So I uploaded the video that long ago. I've had a channel long enough, I'm actually disturbed by how old the video channel is. I had a channel that was really old and YouTube went after it because I made a video explaining thermite. So it had to be 9/11 denial. That's what corporations do. They censor you. MySpace is now you pay for it, you get exposure website. But mostly it's just a gateway to go to other websites with content. It's a garbage website. They obviously want it to die on the vine. Remember vines? Oh, and now you can get an in good here as long as you give Donald Trump partial ownership of your website, and then suddenly you can spy on the Americans all you want to. You all voted for this, so let's move on. What is this video about? Number one, the peculiarity of users per month, 6 or 3 million in 2025 versus 115 million in 2008. And what's up with that? If you know why, please say so. Next. My appeal was to ordinary users that might see my video. I told people, you don't have to share my video, you don't have to give me views. Tell everybody who's unimportant, boring, to set up MySpace pages on August 1st, 2023, and see if it fixes anything. Now, I've watched a couple of videos, again, with the suspicious 6 versus 3 million number coming up several times. I mean, I'm not going to watch any more videos. This is getting weird. But they're all saying that nothing's changed. So, we're past August. It's 2025. Let's not do it on an anniversary date. And let's not do it. Obviously, let's do something completely different. It's an X-parrot. So here we go. I want everyone to flood every famous person's Twitter or whatever and tell them to look at this video. I'm not kidding. I don't normally ask people to promote my videos. I'm not really asking. I want them to test this. If you're watching this, if you're Justin Timberlake, was there a requirement that the website always be able to do social media stuff? And was there a time, date, and stamp on it? Reveal it accidentally. Hey, a special day of such and such. If you're under gag order, tell us anyway. After what date can they trash the site and turn it into something worthless, or sell it off to the highest bidder for a rental housing gimmick page? I mean, MySpace sounds perfect for that. Or better, all of you set up brand new MySpace profiles, confirm you're actually a famous person, and keep asking, hey, what's up with everybody else not being able to upload videos and pictures and sound files? This used to be a website where people could get famous. In fact, it's the only reason some people are famous anymore. And this is what I'm asking. We're at the 12-minute and 5-second mark. Make it 10. Forward this part of the video to every famous person you know who got famous on MySpace and tell them, promote the ideas in this video. Everybody needs to go out and set up a MySpace profile and try to upload the one picture for your face, one for your background, make a single text posting, embed a link to your favorite YouTube video. This is the whole list. Don't make it this one. Please. The next thing, on every one of these pages, friend our favorite friend on the website, if it's still there. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. And very importantly, upload an audio file, a piece of music, doesn't matter what it is, doinking out something on a xylophone, and a video of you doing it, 2 separate ones, and then immediately post a text message. Why does MySpace refuse to let us upload content? No other wording, that exact wording. And I want that to be done by every famous person who got famous through MySpace to do this. And if you know there's some contractual requirement that they literally can't completely shit-can it, and they're obviously dragging their feet, fine. And the next thing is video format. I'm going to give a link to the audio-video formats. We're doing the video format because this is the one that pisses me off most. 24 to 30 frames a second. 30. No, 30 frames a second. I don't care if you have to redo it so that it goes faster and sounds silly. Do it. MP4 in H.264 format only. It allows for MOV format, but they're not specifying what it is. So if somebody gives you a specific answer, like, I want you to show up on Tuesday at 4 p.m. exactly at the back door, or anytime Friday, don't show up anytime Friday. They're being specific for a reason. And find out what the audio requirements are for doing the audio file and picture format. And do what I do on YouTube and Google. I put this in the format that literally the YouTube website uses when I upload these videos, so they don't have any processing, so they can't use this as an excuse to sandbag me and keep me from uploading, which they did for several years to other YouTubers they didn't like. They would be more picky about the video content. As far as the resolution, 1 pixel too much, they literally did that to try to run you off. And then they would send you an email every once in a while. Maybe YouTube isn't for you. Maybe MySpace isn't for you either. Let's see. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Hey, Justin.